knowing high-level English vocabulary is not always necessary, but having a knowledge of certain sophisticated English words definitely increases your confidence and also helps in increasing your knowledge. So today in this video, we are going to discuss 10 English words which can be used in everyday conversation, and these words are beautiful and they are considered to be very sophisticated in English. We will be starting with easy words and we will be progressively increasing the level of difficulty. So you do let me know at the end of this video that how many words you already knew. Hi everyone, my name is Sanjana Arora and I am a certified IELTS trainer. I also teach French, but today's video is all about English. The first word that I have with you is abundant. Abundant. Abundant means plentiful, many, and how we can use it in a sentence. There are abundant job opportunities if you know an international language, and this is 100% true. The second word that we have is merry. You remember Merry Christmas? We wish it on every Christmas. Merry Christmas. So what do we mean by merry? Merry means cheerful and lively. So if you know a person who is very cheerful, who is always energetic, is always smiling, then you can say that that person has a merry personality. My best friend has a merry personality and I absolutely adore it. I'm sure you also must be having a person who's always happy. So you can say that that is a person who's always merry. But don't confuse it with marry. M-A-R-R-Y. That's marry. The wedding, the Anant Ambani and Radhika ones, that is a marriage. They are marrying each other. But merry means cheerful and lively. Number 3, now let's increase the difficulty level a bit. The third word that we have is vivid. If you are preparing for IELTS, you must be knowing this word. Vivid means clearly. I vividly remember the days of my childhood. That means that I remember my childhood clearly. So you can use this sentence as well. The fourth word that we have is facilitate. Please note it's facilitate and not felicitate. They are two different words. We'll cover both the words. So the first word that we are having is facilitate. Facilitate means to make something easier. That means that if there is something that is helping another thing or that very thing to be bit easier, then we say that that is facilitating that process. For example, practicing English every day can facilitate the journey of becoming more confident. And we were talking about felicitate as well. Felicitate, on the other hand, though the words are very similar, but their meaning does not match at all. Felicitate means to congratulate. I felicitated my friend on her marriage. Okay, now I love this word and I use it a lot. The word is plausible. I love the sound of it as well, to be honest. Plausible. Do you know the meaning of this word? Plausible means reasonable or probable. So when you think that something is quite reasonable, not in terms of just price, but in terms of making sense, then we can say that that thing or that idea is plausible. So let's use it in a sentence. She advised me to not spend a lot of money and I think she's being really plausible. The next word that we have is quintessential. Quintessential means extremely important. If you want to improve your English spoken skills, it is quintessential that you start speaking. And even if you feel underconfident, even if you feel that you do not know the correct grammar, it is quintessential to start speaking if you really want to improve your spoken English skills. Next, we have elucidate. Elucidate means to explain something further or to clarify something. And this is a word that can be used in your everyday conversations a lot because we often end up not being able to explain something clearly. So we can say, I think you have got me wrong. Let me elucidate what I meant to convey. Next, we have unanimous. Do keep in mind the spellings as well. Unanimous means fully in agreement. So when all the people take one decision and they all agree on it and there is nobody who feels left out and everybody's opinion has been considered and then a decision has been passed, then that is said to be unanimous. So how we can use it? All the friends unanimously decided that they'll go to Goa this summer. Well, I know this is difficult to happen, but they unanimously decided. Next, we have nostalgic, and I think you must have heard this word a lot if you listen to the Bollywood celebrities' interviews. So, nostalgic means when we start thinking about something that happened in the past, like as in we get so much indulged and all the happy memories of the past start striking us back. So, that is known as nostalgic. And let me give an example to you. We can say that there was a college reunion last Sunday, and I must tell you that I was feeling really nostalgic. Next, we have pernicious. Now, pernicious is a very good English vocabulary word, and it can be used for your written English as well. It means something that is having a very harmful effect, and especially in the long run. So, pernicious. So, we use this word when we are talking about something that can have a harmful impact on somebody or on your own self, but the impact would be visible on long term. So, that is what we use pernicious for. In sentence, we can say, smoking has pernicious effects, and I think you must agree with me on this. See, otherwise if we had to say, we would have had to use a huge line, but with the word pernicious we compiled all the words in a very small sentence, and that is what is the beauty of knowing high vocabulary words. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. So if you like this video and you think you learned something new, then do not forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.